How is everyone doing on this beautiful day, whatever day you might be watching this video or whatever day you decide to click on it? Today is February 11th. I was kind of having a brain block. It's been a day today for me. Kind of wanted to get up here, on here. It's roughly almost 8 o'clock at night. Today has been a really emotional whirlwind for me, you would say. Finally coming to terms with a 12-year relationship that I had that is pretty much over, and me for some reason still wanting to hold on even though this individual, everything he has shown you in the last 12 years, that's been the exact same thing. Today we've been having issues the last couple of weeks, and it's been getting bigger because of the stuff that he's done to me. He messed around with two of my friends in the bathroom while I was cleaning up I should say. Blamed me that it was my fault. Then, and this is not the first time. He's always been talking to other guys. But it was just like not even that recently, like he did it again, and then come to find out, he signed up for prep. And this is all in the time of me pretty much putting boundaries and telling him, you know what, I don't think I'm going to chase you anymore, because for the last 12 years I've tried to control the situation and chase you, and I'm not doing that anymore because I disrespect myself each time I do that, because each time you've done it from the first time, you never ask for forgiveness in reality, because I put you in a corner that then makes you apologize to me. But then consistently it then does it again, and I know that the damaged part of me is because of my background also. It's because I was raised around of all the trauma that I was raised around, that I was attracting that. And even though like in the back of my mind, like I've lost everyone, I don't talk to anyone. I think that's why it's harder, is because he was the last person that I really had a connection to the old life, I would say. And maybe that's why it's not working out, because I'm not standing for what he was giving me, and the selfish person that he is, instead of him trying to save the relationship, he found it easier to communicate with other guys and still say that he loves me, which then kind of confuses me. Blames it on me and says that this is all that I wanted. I wanted to kind of get on here and make sure that you start loving yourself. When you start noticing those red flags, just know that they're not going to change. And especially if that person does it more than once, they're going to be the same person. They're always going to see the little things that they did for you that they classify as big events. Like, I'm not going to go into detail, but I try to make a home. Not only for him, but in the beginning I tried to make a home for his kids too, and that kind of left me in a whole different situation, because I got attached to them, and then how then they decided to treat me was a different story. But I don't have control over, I'm trying to learn not to have control over people's emotions towards me. Notice the red flags, that's all I can say. Get out as soon as you can, because 12 years and like today is just like I've been the one that's been bawling my eyes out the last week, and him himself, he's just like nothing. And then it angers me because I see him like not display anything and just move on, and I just like, how is it that it's possible that for 12 years you were able to do this and you were okay with watching someone cry? Or if you supposedly he felt my emotions and my energy, but what kind of bullshit? It's like, oh yeah, I feel your energy, but let me go around and fuck around. One thing I do remember that my sister said that I don't talk to anymore is that she did say it's like once a cheater, always a cheater. And it is very true. And I have to understand that this is not me, that it's not really my thing, that it's his ego that's doing this to me. But there's a part of me that loves him so much that I cannot let him go. But maybe that's the final thing that I have to do for me to find myself. And then how do you find yourself in a city that you don't have anyone? Like no friends, no one to talk to, no one to lean to, and it's all in your head, and it's hard. It's so hard. And all I keep saying is just like, you know what, tomorrow's gonna be a better day. And it seems like I'm just repeating a cycle, and all I keep thinking is that it's gonna be a better day, and maybe one day it will. I'm trying not to blame anyone. I'm trying not to get into a very dark hole because I already got out of one. And then like this one just set me into, because it's like, even though we were stuffing in our issues, it's like in the back of my mind I was still trying to hold on to the person that I fell in love with, that he told me he was, and I don't know why I'm still trying to hold on to that part. That's the thing that bugs me, is like, why is it that I'm still trying to hold on to, even though that he's done all the stuff that he's done to me, insulted me in so many ways and dragged me back and forth. I still want him. That I still need him, and it's just like, why? Why is it that I feel this way? Is it because I don't want to be alone? Because I'm afraid I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life? Because everyone has done this to me and I'm afraid everyone's going to do the same shit to me? I don't know, but I just want to record a little bit, because all I can say is, like, keep showing for yourself, Aiden. Keep showing up for yourself, and not knowing where you're gonna end up, and just keep doing your little things that you're doing. Taking your walks, working out, creating these YouTube videos, creating, cooking. It's just kind of hard because it's just, I'm trapped right now. I'm trapped because it's like, where do I run to? Where do I go to? And then this pisses me off, that I just see that I'm the one that's throwing all the emotions out, and in himself is just like nothing. So then I'm just angry, then I'm sad, then I'm just, love yourselves. Learn to let go. Learn to love your flaws. Learn to love everything that everyone said was a lot. I'm learning to walk in my silence. I'm learning to walk, be alone, I should say. Even though it hurts, there's days that it hurts, that it's just feeling I can't explain, that I wouldn't want to wish on anyone. And now all I can say is just love yourself, Aiden. It's hard. And if anyone watches this, it's very fucking hard. And all I can say is I hope that we can discover ourselves that we're like this. That we can find ourselves and finally love ourselves and not needing anyone around. Being okay with being in your own silence. Being okay with being alone in the room and no one being there, especially when you feel like everything has ended. And you don't have anything else to look forward. You have to be there for yourself, because you're the only one that's gonna love yourself. You're the only one that's gonna know yourself. You're the only one that's gonna show up every single time. Catch the red flags. The red flags in a relationship are so important. If you know how to love yourself, you will know how to catch those red flags. If I would have seen the first one, which I wouldn't have, I don't know, actually, you know what, this is probably all a learning journey and it's making me stronger, but at the moment it just like, it feels like shit. It feels like I want to jump off a building. Like, I just want to, like, all this shit to end and not think of it no more, and someone hug me and say it's gonna be okay, that it's just a really bad nightmare. You get out of my head. Learn to laugh even when you're sad. I should try it. Anyways, keep going, keep doing you, keep showing up for yourself. That's all I can say. That's all I'm trying, I've been doing. And there's days I have my good days and there's days I have my bad days, like today. And I know there's gonna be a day that I'm just gonna look back at all this and I'm gonna watch this video and I'm gonna be so proud of myself because of how far I've came. And that's the person that I'm waiting to meet, is that person that when I see those videos, I'm so proud of myself that I kept going even when everyone has consistently made fun of you or used you or insulted you, or that I did it. That's all I want to do. That's why I think I keep going at it. That's why I think my heart keeps doing it, because one day I'm going to look back and I said, I did it on my own with no one there. I pulled myself out of darkness on my own. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm hoping that you do the same. You start discovering yourself and start discovering the things that you love. But that's it for this video. I didn't want to make it too sappy. That's it for this video. Till next time, stay beautiful, but most of all, stay kind to yourself on days like this. Adios.